anything but love. And then, it talks about, spiritually going to war, concerning the putting on the armor of light. And the thing is, in God's love, you got to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? That I learned that, if you want to truly love, truly have the love of Jesus Christ, it has to fight. You have to fight for this, fight to love. And the number one opponent that you will always fight when it comes to God's love is called the flesh. The flesh is the number one opponent that you are is going to be your first person. The first ideal, if God's love is going to be given through you, is going to be the flesh. As what you understand that Jesus Christ, being crucified, Jesus, told me that, Mac, I cannot accomplish the will of God with this flesh on my body. This Roman soldiers, they got to remove this flesh in order for me to truly accomplish the will of God. As what Jesus said to the disciples, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. But he know if he want to do something to please the will of the Father in heaven, he has to get rid of this flesh. And the thing is, that's what love is going to fight. And the flesh is just simple. The F stands for feel. It's just that simple. Feel what you feel. Guess what? You feel that somebody hurt you. You feel somebody did something wrong towards you. You felt bad in how the person mistreated you. You know what I'm saying? That's what the very thing that if you're going to establish the love of God in your heart, that you're going to be fighting. Yes, you feel like you should get revenge on this person that did you wrong. You know what I'm saying? And how much what they did wrong and the implications that it did to you and did to somebody else is that thing that can develop reasons for you to want to operate in what you feel, to try to hurt the other person, to try to do something wrong to the other person. Is what love will fight. And I learned, in that love fight, that love is like a light. Love is supposed to be like a light, a light to reveal the truth about a person. You know what I'm saying? And I, for you to understand that it just go back to the beginning, and I learned that God taught me about the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And wisdom and love go hand in hand. Yes, it does. And the beginning is that this person that hurt you, this person that you think hates you, that you think that is a negative, bad, terrible person, in the beginning, he was a victim of deception. Just as Eve was a victim of deception, this person is a victim of deceptions. We are all victims. When you start when you, like God taught me, when you love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, all your mind, God will reveal the kind of person that you are concerning what once was happened in the beginning. That if Eve was a victim of deception, you were a victim of deception too. You became that. You followed that pattern throughout human history concerning sin of becoming a victim of your mother and father's negativity. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You are a victim and everybody else is a victim. You know what I'm saying? That is the revelation of the truth that these people did not ask to be. Every human being did not ask to be here. They were placed here and they were put here with two chromosomes of a male and a female that they're trying to figure out within inside their body of who they are. But unfortunately, those, lean towards their negative side of themselves than more of their positive side. You know what I'm saying? That they're, if they're not instructed, or if they're not instructed to learn how to love someone or learn how to be a good person, then they're going to do the negative side. It's an end result of doing the negative side. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you lighten to that revelation of people, then you will know how to go about doing the Matthews 5:4 and love your enemies. Because you know that, like I learned that love, the L stands for light. They need a light. They need to be enlightened of the condition of what they became. You know what I'm saying? They just was living life. They just was growing up in the surroundings of people, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to figure out their identity of who they are and what kind of person they is. But unfortunately, certain people were surrounded by bad examples and did not know how to, differentiate on what should they do concerning how they treat people. And you get a result of so many people that you think is a terrible, bad person. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Love is the fight of understanding who that person is. That's how love fights. It fights to understand the individual and sincerely question to find the victim. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is a victim, and find what victimized this person to this negative condition. You know what I'm saying? Why is this person's heart is hurting? Why is this person, really struggling with certain things that will make, because of their frustration and their struggle, make them lash out on other people? That's what's supposed to be enlightened if you're fighting with love. If you're fighting with love, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Jesus taught me, that, you know what I'm saying, he was getting rid of the flesh, that he can fulfill what's spiritual. Only a spirit can fulfill what's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, and spiritual gives the revelation. And the revelation that Jesus did, the most powerful revelation Jesus did when he was on the cross, that those that learning to love with the love of God, when he was rised up high above, he said, these people need forgiveness. These people don't need to be you will think, the Roman soldiers, how they beat Jesus senseless and did bad things to a lot of people in Israel. The angels need to come and slaughter and kill all of them. You know what I'm saying? But Jesus says, no, these people don't need to be killed and slaughtered, for what their actions that they did. But they need forgiveness. So, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do, because they are victims of the deception of Satan's system that has been going on in the world for a long time, since the beginning. See how that beginning of wisdom and love is supposed to make sense, that we will now fight to help people to reveal and realize the victim that they have became concerning their situations and circumstances. And what I love about King David, Psalms 51, that, King David understood his origin, that, in my mother's womb, I had sin, and I was shapen in iniquity, that he understood that he already was a victim of a substance that been, notoriously killing humanity throughout generations and generations. And he recognized that what led to his plot towards Uriah, and to take, have sex with his wife, you know what I'm saying? And, plot to kill him. He knew that the substance that was inside of him, got him to that place to do that. And that is what the love fight is all about, is to help reveal, enlighten to help reveal the truth of the condition that we had that made us the end result kind of person that we have. That people that now you can do the lust fighting. You should already know that, because lust fighting is just you feel that somebody done you wrong. You have been done wrong in your past. You have been done wrong with a lot of people. You have been done wrong with your friends, your family. You know what I'm saying? Your family. Your family will probably be the first people that will do you wrong than your friends. It is what it is. But you've been done wrong to throughout your life, and you are fighting. You are being negative. You are lashing out. You're being argumentative to what has been done to you in your past is what majority of what if you get in conflict in relationships, when you get angry and mad and frustrated, when you don't want to try to resolve a situation but continue arguing it, that's the flesh fighting. You know what I'm saying? You fighting to now try to defend your hurt and defend what has been done to you. You know what I'm saying? Is what unfortunately too many people find themselves doing these days. And the thing is, you need to understand that you are a victim. You are a victim of something that's been done wrong to you, and you need healing. It's supposed to be the simple idea: when someone's hurt, they need healing. But unfortunately, when you operate in darkness, spiritual darkness, darkness is about taking on hurt. Keeping hurt inside you, keeping hurt in your heart, to remember how bad you was mistreated, to remember how bad someone has done you. And that is going to hinder you to love. It's going to hinder you to live or become a better person. You know what I'm saying? That people that suffer with bitterness inside will always have that conflict with inside themselves. It will not have nothing to do with people. It will have nothing to do with a person that says something bad about you or says something good about you. It will always be the conflict within inside a person. That if it's going to be a problem is going to be there. And that's lust fighting. And lust fighting is all about you. It's all about you. I'm hurt. I've been mistreated. I've been that. And I did a message, about that idea that people, I call it selfish hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I was hurt real bad. And the thing is, we magnify it about us. Like nobody in this world and nobody in human history has never been hurt before. Only you is the only person that's been hurt before. You the only person that's been mistreated. That people got this ideal that, because I'm going to be negative because I've been hurt before. Like you're the only person that's been hurt before. No, that's a lie. You have not been the only person been hurt before. Many people in this world and many people throughout human history has been hurt. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like thinking that you're the only one. So your hurt is important to you to, keep as in your heart because, you think that only you can handle it. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Is what people believe, and they need to understand and find out everybody has been hurt. Everybody has been mistreated in this whole wide world. But you need healing. You need healing. You need to allow Jesus Christ in your heart to bring healing to your heart. You're not capable of healing what the hurt that's been done to you. That it affects you spiritually within inside yourself. That is important. That those that know and learn how to love or fight with love will fight to love people that are hurting and going through a lot of bitterness and sadness inside their heart. That you will join the love fight that Jesus Christ did. Jesus Christ fought for love because he got, like I said, lifted up and saw the revelation, said these people need forgiveness. They don't need to be killed and beaten up that we will do. They need forgiveness. If those that understand the love fight will be about forgiving people, but those that don't understand it will keep on fighting against flesh and blood, and bad situations proceed from out of that. All right, that's the message. Hope you be fighting for love and not lust fighting. and being selfish about yourself. That's a message. God be glory. Him forever and ever in Jesus' name. Amen.